We a nation of Raiders. It's a nation of Raiders. We a nation of Raiders.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of InBounds with the Oakland Raiders. I'm Lorelei Suarez, and today we sit down with rookie standout and strong safety, Karl Joseph. Karl, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me.
Now, you grew up in Florida, Orlando, Florida, but your parents were both born in Haiti, and that had influence into the type of sports you started off playing. Can you talk about your early years as an athlete?
Well, first sport was soccer. I was in love with soccer. That was my first love. As soon as I moved over here to Orlando, Florida with my mother when I was 11. Just really kind of fell in love with football.
So 11. Now, I've talked to a lot of athletes that started off playing soccer, and they all feel like it had a positive influence in the sports they played later on in life. How do you feel soccer influenced your ability as a safety?
I think naturally, one thing I could definitely say I noticed that that helped me with was my feet. I think I have pretty good feet for a DB, for a safety. That comes with the soccer background a little bit. Always had pretty good endurance with soccer. You got to have good endurance. So I think that it helped me in those aspects.
Oh, endurance, you've never lied. So you obviously a standout athlete. You said you fell in love with football at 11. At what point did you start to think about making this your career?
Pretty much when I first started early on, and I noticed that I was pretty good at it. Went through high school. From then on, kind of told my mom, I'm gonna make sure I get a scholarship where she won't have to worry about paying for me for school. And luckily, God willing, I was able to do that. And once I got to college, I was determined. I've always heard the statistics that it's the chances of making it to the NFL, and I always told myself, I'm gonna be one of the ones that make it.
You were not only a standout athlete in terms of you were a CBS All-American, but you were equally a standout in the classroom and a Big 12 Commissioner's Honor Roll, Garrett Ford Academic Honor Roll. So obviously you cared about balancing your life as a student athlete. What drove you in the classroom?
I always wanted to be more than just a football player. I know football is definitely a platform I want to use for different things I want to do later on in life afterward. My mom always took a big importance in academics for me early on, from since I got here from Haiti. I always knew that was going to take more than just playing football. I want to be well-rounded.
So you're a rookie, and you are a team leader in tackles, second only to Malcolm Smith, and you didn't even play the first two games. So you've had quite a successful transition from college athlete to pro. What do you attribute that to?
Coaching staff and, put me in the position to make plays, and, my teammates all around me, D-line, all those guys, But actually, I'm just trying to do my job. That's it, That's one thing they told me. Don't try to do too much. Just do your job.
Now, you have said that you think you're a dog and that you think you play with more passion than most people. Can you talk about where that passion comes from?
Just my love for the sport. I want to be great. Never get complacent. I always feel like I can get better. So I have a chip on my shoulder. I always feel like I have something to prove.
Now, obviously you guys have had quite a successful season to date, and you've got a lot of work ahead of you. But as a rookie that's made such an impact, what are your goals for the remainder of the season?
Well, number one, stay healthy, but also just keep doing my job, doing whatever I can to help the team win games. Right now our focus is just win one game at a time and make a run for this playoff and see where it takes us.
So at the end of the season, when you look back on your season, what do you hope to have accomplished?
That I've improved every week. That's my goal, get better every week. A little improvement every week. I always feel like I can get better. So, the ultimate goal is to win a championship. So we're going to keep taking it one game at a time and just keep going for it.
Last question to our student athletes watching this interview. If there's one piece of advice that you could give them, what would it be?
Believe in yourself. man. If you believe in yourself, whatever you want, go hard for it. Anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
Well, I thank you for taking the time to sit down with us
I
today.
appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
Until next week, this has been Lorelei Suarez with InBounds with the Oakland Raiders. Thanks for tuning in.